Did you know studies show that only 20% of people consider themselves mentally strong? That's right, most people underestimate their own resilience. But what about you? How mentally strong are you? In this video, we're diving into 10 signs that show you might be mentally stronger than most people. You might be surprised at how many of these apply to you, so let's dive in and see where you stand. Sign number 1, you embrace change. Most people fear change. It's unsettling, it disrupts your routine, and it can make you feel vulnerable. But here's where your mental strength shines. Instead of resisting change, you embrace it. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you don't fight it, you adapt, you learn, and you grow from it. Think about the last time you faced an unexpected change. Maybe it was something significant, like starting a new job, moving to a new city, or the end of a relationship. Instead of seeing it as something to fear, you recognize that change brings opportunity. You've learned to lean into it, and that adaptability is a sure sign of mental strength. Visualize this. Every change is like a fresh canvas, another chance for you to grow and evolve. And mentally strong people like you don't waste that opportunity. Sign number 2, you focus on solutions, not problems. Here's something you do that most people struggle with. When life throws problems your way, you don't stay stuck. You don't let yourself get bogged down by the issue at hand. Instead, you shift your focus to finding a solution. This isn't about ignoring problems or pretending they don't exist. It's about knowing that every obstacle has a way forward if you're willing to find it. Think about a recent challenge you faced. Maybe it was something at work, a personal struggle, or a difficult decision. You could have spent your time worrying, feeling overwhelmed, or even giving up, but instead you took a step back and asked, what can I control? What can I do to make this better? That shift in focus from the problem to the solution is one of the clearest signs of mental strength. And here's what's really powerful. The more you practice focusing on solutions, the easier it becomes. Over time, it turns into second nature, because mentally, strong people don't dwell on problems. You act, you move forward. Sign number 3, you set boundaries to protect your energy. In today's world, everyone seems to want a piece of your time, energy, and attention. But here's what sets you apart. You understand the power of boundaries. You know that you can't give your best if you're constantly drained, and you've learned that saying no isn't selfish, it's necessary. Think back to a time when someone pushed you past your limits. Maybe it was a boss asking for too much, a friend who kept demanding your time, or even a family member crossing personal lines. You stood firm. You said, no, I need to protect my energy. That decision wasn't easy, but it was a powerful act of self-respect, and it's a clear sign of your mental strength. Mentally strong people like you understand that boundaries are not just about keeping people out. They're about preserving what matters most: your peace, your time, your mental health. Sign number 4, you take calculated risks. Risk is a part of life, but mentally strong people don't avoid it. You take risks, but you do it strategically. You don't jump blindly into the unknown. You evaluate the situation, you weigh your options, and you trust your gut. And once you've made your decision, you go for it, even if it feels scary. Picture this, a moment in your life when you faced a major decision. Maybe it was leaving a job to pursue your passion, investing in a new opportunity, or moving to a place where you knew no one. That leap of faith, even if it felt uncertain, shows just how mentally strong you are. You weren't reckless, you were bold. You understood that the greatest rewards often come from stepping outside of your comfort zone. And here's the thing, mentally strong people don't see risk as something to fear. They see it as a pathway to growth, and every calculated risk you've taken has brought you closer to the person you are today. Sign number 5, you practice self-discipline, even when it's hard. Here's something that sets you apart. You understand that motivation is temporary, but discipline lasts. It's easy to be motivated when things are exciting, but what happens when the excitement fades? When the days get long, when the work gets hard, and when the goal seems far away? That's when your self-discipline kicks in. Think about the times when you didn't feel like pushing forward, whether it was a fitness goal, a personal project, or a work commitment. The temptation to give up was there. But you didn't quit. You kept going, even when it was difficult, because you knew that success doesn't come from bursts of motivation. It comes from consistency. That's the beauty of self-discipline. It's what drives you to show up on the tough days. It's what helps you push through, even when every part of you wants to give up. And that persistence, that discipline, is what makes you mentally strong. Sign number 6, you ask for help when you need it. There's a common misconception that being mentally strong means doing everything on your own. But here's what truly mentally strong people know: strength isn't about doing it all alone. It's about knowing when to ask for help. You understand that no one can carry the weight of the world by themselves, and you're not afraid to lean on others when needed. Think about the last time you reached out for help. Maybe it was a friend you confided in, a mentor who offered guidance, or even a therapist who helped you navigate tough emotions. That moment of asking for help wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a sign of wisdom. It takes real strength to admit when you need support, and it takes even more strength to seek it out. Mentally strong people like you know that vulnerability is not the opposite of strength, it's a part of it. And by asking for help when you need it, you're showing just how resilient and self-aware you truly are. Sign number 7, you learn from criticism. Criticism can be hard to hear, but if you're mentally strong, you don't take it personally. You see it for what it truly is, an opportunity for growth. Instead of becoming defensive or shutting down, you listen, you reflect, and you ask yourself, how can I improve from this? Think about the last time someone offered you constructive feedback. Did you feel your defenses go up? Maybe you did for a moment, but then you paused, took a deep breath and asked yourself, what can I learn here? That ability to learn from criticism shows a deep level of mental strength. It's not always easy to hear where we fall short, but mentally strong people like you know that growth happens when you're willing to face those uncomfortable truths. Here's the truth, you're not afraid to be better. And that's why you're always evolving. Sign number 8, you keep things in perspective. When life gets tough, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the problems right in front of you. But if you're mentally strong, you've developed the ability to zoom out and keep things in perspective. You don't let one bad day or one tough situation define your entire life. You understand that challenges are temporary, and what matters most is how you respond to them. Think about the last time you faced a difficult situation. Maybe it was at work, in your personal life, or with a project that didn't go as planned. You could have let that moment overwhelm you, but instead you stepped back and asked, will this matter in 5 years? By seeing the bigger picture, you allowed yourself to stay calm, grounded, and resilient. Keeping things in perspective is one of the most powerful tools you have, and it's a clear sign of mental strength. Sign number 9, you practice gratitude even in tough times. Gratitude is a powerful tool, especially during difficult times. If you're mentally strong, you don't wait for everything to be perfect to feel grateful. You find things to appreciate, even when life is hard. It could be something small, a kind word from a friend, a moment of peace, or the simple fact that you made it through another day. The next time you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for right now? It could be as simple as a breath of fresh air, or as significant as the support of someone who cares about you. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, and that shift in mindset is one of the strongest signs of resilience. When you practice gratitude, especially in tough times, you're training your mind to focus on what's good no matter the circumstances. Sign number 10, you don't dwell on the past. The past can feel heavy, but mentally strong people like you understand that the past is a chapter, not the whole story. You've experienced pain, mistakes, and regrets just like everyone else. But here's what sets you apart. You don't let the past define you. Instead of replaying old memories and getting stuck in what could have been, you focus on the present and the future. Think about a time when you let go of something that was holding you back. Maybe it was a mistake you made, a relationship that ended, or an opportunity that passed you by. You didn't allow it to dictate your future. You learned from it, you grew, and you moved forward. That's the essence of mental strength. You understand that your past doesn't define who you are. It's how you choose to move forward that matters most. Here's the truth. Mental strength isn't about never falling down. It's about always getting back up. Every single one of these signs is a reminder that you are capable of more than you realize. So take a moment and reflect. How many of these signs do you recognize in yourself? The more you acknowledge them, the stronger you become. Remember, mental strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you build day by day. You are stronger than you think. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's keep building mental strength together.